Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So first of all, let me tell you that in this channel basically I'm going to give you information about all the brands that have evolved so far and how did they globally make themselves famous. Today I'm going to talk about a very famous brand which every one of us have at least once used in our lifetime, and that is Adidas. Yes, I'm going to talk about the Adidas brand. Adidas. Adidas was first found out in July 1924 by Adolf Dassler, a young boy who used to serve the German army during the war. Came back to the town of Germany, which is Herzogenaurach. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, then I'm sorry, because this is how I learned that pronunciation. So please excuse me if I'm wrong. So yes, he came back to the town and he started manufacturing shoes. Adidas, we all know, is famous for manufacturing shoes, clothes, accessories, everything like sports accessories and sports apparel, mainly famous for that. Now, he came back to the town in Germany and then he used to manufacture shoes in his mother's scullery. Scullery, for those who all don't know, is the backyard or a kind of laundry room or in a small space which is there in the kitchen. He started manufacturing there, and later on he was accompanied by his brother Rudolf Dassler in the business. And then after that it was famously known as the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. Interesting name. So that's how it started, and both the brothers started the business and went on to make more and more profitable business through manufacturing the shoes. Now, earlier they used to manufacture shoes with the heavy metals, and they thought that now it's the time for transition, so they started making shoes by utilizing the canvas and rubber. Later on, in 1936 Summer Olympics, a US sprinter named Jesse Owens Dassler approached to that sprinter to wear the shoes of Adidas and do his run in the Summer Olympics. Jesse Owens agreed to that and he won 4 gold medals in the Summer Olympics, and that's how Adidas shoes became famous among all the athletes. In 1943, the shoe factory was forced to cease the operations by the American forces, and almost they were forced to manufacture the anti-tank weapons in their factories. And the shoe factory was almost about to get destroyed by 1945, but somehow Adolf Dassler's wife convinced the American forces that their main motive was to only manufacture the shoes in the factory and nothing else. That's how that was saved, and the mainly buyers of the shoes became the American forces, and that's how the shoes also evolved among the armies and American forces. In 1947, both the brothers split up, and Adolf named his brand as Adidas and Rudolf as Ruda, which was later rebranded to Puma. Now that's how the Adidas was formed. Adolf Dassler, that is Adolf that Eddie and Dassler Des. That's how Adidas was formed, and later Ruda renamed his brand to Puma. Now rivalry was increased between both the brothers so much that they used to compete in the same city of Herzogenaurach, and everybody used to look down to the people's shoes to check whether they are wearing Adidas shoes or Puma shoes. And also the football clubs of that country were divided into two. One was supporting Adidas and one was supporting Puma. In 1967, Adidas unveiled a tracksuit in the honor of a German football player, which is Franz Beckenbauer, and that turned out to be a dimension in the Adidas company. And that's how it became more famous. That is, it evolved around the athletic wear also. Like, it was already manufacturing the sports shoes, and now it also came into the business of manufacturing the sports apparels. In 1978, Adolf Dassler died, and due to that, Adidas company did hit a little bit of downfall in the sales and profits of their company. After Adolf Dassler died, the leadership of the company was taken over by his wife Kathy Dassler, and also Kathy Dassler died after some time, and thereafter the leadership was taken by her son Horst Dassler. Also, Horst Dassler had a premature death in his life, and that's why after that Adidas was taken or acquired over by a business icon, that is Bernard Tapie, who was mainly famous for turning the bankrupt companies into a profitable one. And his main business was that, and that's how the long years of like the family business or family administration came to an end, and then it was gone to Bernard Tapie. In 1992, Bernard Tapie was unable to pay the interest on the loan he took to buy the company, and that's why he assigned a bank to sell that company. Further rumors were spread that the chairman of the bank used or agreed to engage him into this, and ask or give him some kind of favor and let it go. Another rumor also stated that a state-owned French-backed Credit Lyonnais rescued Tepe out of this mess with the approval of the French government, and also he was the Minister of the Urban Affairs. Robert Louis Defres became the new CEO of Adidas, and he, along with his partner Christian, became or started a new direction to give to the Adidas and started marketing or started focusing on how to achieve more and more sales and revenue to the company. And also he gained that confidence or gained the confidence of the customers back, and again Adidas was back on its line. The profits or the revenues which were decreasing by the Adolf Dassler's death had now come back. After that, the most famous innovations which Adidas did was Taurus in 1989, Streetball Camping 1992, Predator Football 1994. Robert Defres was also a chairman of the famous football club Olympique de Marseille, and Adidas used to sponsor the training gears or kits towards the club. And that's how association with the football team was formed. Also, Adidas is famous with the partnership since a long time with the football club, that is with the FIFA World Cup also. The first partnership began when Horst Dassler approached the chairman of the FIFA, who was a bit worried because the organization was not forming proper profits out of it, and that's why somehow Horst Dassler convinced the chairman of the FIFA that they should opt for corporate sponsorships, not just for the one event but all the other FIFA events which they were conducting. Later on, Coca-Cola came abroad and sponsored the FIFA, and also Adidas became the sponsor. And until now, Adidas provides the official ball of the World Cup. In 2001, Herbert Kehner took over the leadership from Robert Defres, and after that he innovated a lot in Adidas, and that's how Adidas became the first company or first industry to introduce the sports apparel which was inspired by the street style. Like sometimes we do wear track suits of Adidas and go on the streets out there as a style. So that's how it was introduced. Also, the further partnerships were given or further partnerships were made. In 2002, partnership with Gyoti Yamamoto was made, and Stella McCartney was made in 2004. Later on, in 2005, Adidas acquired Reebok, and that's after that it consistently went on changing or developing its marketing skills, thus increasing the sales and profit of the Adidas company. In August 2015, Adidas acquired a fitness technology Runtastic, and recently in March 2022, Adidas sold Reebok to an Authentic Brand Groups, which is an American company. Later on, to increase the sales of their products, Adidas also started approaching many of the film stars or US pop stars also, and they have also approached singers to sponsor their products, and that's how it became famous among all of us. So after 15 years of leadership, Herbert passed his leadership to Casper Watson, and that's how this continued, and that's how this Adidas brand was formed. Earlier, Adidas had a logo of this kind of lotus thing, and now it is just now that 3 stripes which we see just now. So that's how Adidas logo was changed. Earlier, which the logo of lotus was valid till 1997, and after that it was changed to that 3 stripes logo which we see it just now. So that's how this company was formed, and that is the history of this company. Now let me tell you that if you like this video, then please do not like to share, comment and subscribe to my channel. I would really like if you motivate me or encourage me to make more videos and suggest me if any improvement is there. And also please do not forget to share and subscribe to my channel. And I will be attaching a link in the description box below. If you want to read it in the detail, then you can read it from there, because that's how I have acquired research or knowledge about the field which I am speaking just now. So yes, if you want to read it in detail, you can read it from there, because I have tried to cover as much as I could. So thank you all for watching my video, and stay tuned for the next video. I will be covering next brand very soon.